Hi guys, welcome back to Easy Pro. If you are new to this channel, you are always welcome, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. So in the previous video, I discussed the CorelDRAW basics, and it was a brief introduction to the CorelDRAW environment. So CorelDRAW has provided us with the tools that we are going to need in our design process, and each tool serves a specific purpose, and their importance can vary depending on what you want to do or the complexity of the project. So in this tutorial, we are going to be looking at one of the most important CorelDRAW tools, and that is the pick tool. Make sure to stay tuned to the end of this video to learn cool stuff about the pick tool. So let's get started. The pick tool is the first tool on the toolbar, and it is used to select, position, or transform objects. Now, to understand how to use this tool, let's take a look at three other CorelDRAW tools. The first tool we are going to be looking at is the rectangle tool. And the rectangle tool is used to draw squares and rectangles. So you simply select the rectangle tool. Then to draw a rectangle, you left click and drag. Easy. To draw a square, you left click, drag, but this time you hold on to the control key on your keyboard. And as you can see, we have a square. The next tool is the ellipse tool, and it is used to draw circles and ellipses. So to draw an ellipse, we select the ellipse tool. Then just like we did with the rectangle, you click and drag. To draw a circle, you click and drag while holding on to the control key on your keyboard. Now the third tool we are going to be looking at is the polygon tool, and it is used to draw polygons. So you select the polygon tool, click and drag. So right here, we can always adjust the number of sides that you want your polygon to have. So if you wanted to have a pentagon or an hexagon, you increase it. Then if you want lesser sides, then you decrease it. Now to draw a uniform polygon, you click, drag, but this time you hold on to your control key, and now we have a uniform polygon. So let's now select the pick tool. So now that we have looked at these three tools, we can now understand the effectiveness of the pick tool. Now to select any object on the screen, you simply use the pick tool to select the object. And to deselect an object, you just click anywhere outside the object. And as you can see, the object is not selected. Now, the pick tool is also essential for transformation operations. There are different kinds of transformation that we can perform with the pick tool. Now, the first transformation operation is translation, and it involves moving the object to any location that you want. To do this, you simply select the object you want to move or you like to translate, then you drag across the screen. Just like that. Just select it and drag. Select and drag. Now, the second type of transformation operation we can perform is known as scaling. And scaling involves increasing or decreasing the size of the object. To perform the scaling operation with the pick tool, you simply select the object you will wish to scale. Then you will go to any of the vertices of the object until a new symbol appears. And that symbol indicates that you would like to scale the object. So to scale the object, you will left click and drag inwards to reduce the size of the object, or outwards to increase the size of the object. You can go to any of the vertices, decrease and increase. Now, if we were to come to the edge of the object, you would notice the slant symbol is now straight. And this indicates that we can scale with respect to the height and the width of the object. So once you click and drag, you would notice that the object becomes smaller, and we were able to reduce the width of the object manually. So we can also increase it, and we can also come here to decrease the height of the object. An alternative way to do this is by going up here and adjusting the object size and input a value you would like the height of your object to be. So let's say 5 and click enter on your keyboard. We see that the height increases. Now the next type of transformation operation we will be looking at is rotation. And to rotate an object, you simply select the object, then click on the object again until these symbols appear. Then you will go to any of the vertices of the object until a round symbol appears. And that symbol indicates that you'd like to rotate the object. So to rotate the object, you just simply click and rotate, just like that. So click, then click again, then rotate. Now finally, the last transformation operation that we can perform with the pick tool is known as shearing. And this distorts the shape of the object. So to perform the shearing operation, you simply follow the process that we took when performing the rotation operation. So you select the object, then click on the object again till these symbols appear. But now you will go to the edge of the object until 2 arrowhead symbols appear. And this indicates that you would like to shear the object. So just click and drag down or up to shear the object. Just like that. Now to select multiple objects, you select an object. Then while holding on to the shift key on your keyboard, you left click on another object. Then another object, another object, another object, another object. And as you can see, we have been able to select all the objects on the screen. Another way to select multiple objects is by highlighting using the pick tool. So you simply go anywhere outside the object, then you click and drag. And as you can see, multiple objects have been selected. It is important to note that only objects inside the alight box will be selected. So if I were to draw the box, you would notice that only objects inside the highlight box were selected, while the objects that were not inside were neglected. To select all the objects on the screen, you can simply go to the menu bar, then click on Edit, then select all, then Object. And as you can see, all the objects on the screen have been selected. All the objects now act as one, and we can perform our regular transformation operations. You can shear it, rotate, scale. scale, translate. Now let's discuss groups. If you need certain objects to act as one, you can always group them. To group objects using the pick tool, you select an object, then while holding on to your shift key, select another object, then you right click and select group. Now the objects are grouped. So if we were to deselect and select, you would see the objects act as one. To ungroup objects, you simply right click. Then here we have two choices of either to ungroup or ungroup all. Now let me explain the difference. So if I were to group the two ellipses together, right click, then group, and let's group it with the grouped polygons. By holding on to your shift key, select the polygons, then right click, then group. You would see we have made a group of groups. So if I were to select ungroup object, it will break a group into individual objects or groups. So let's select this. Now you see the objects have been separated into their individual groups. So let's highlight it. But now if we were to select ungroup all objects, it will break one or more groups into their individual objects. You would see that the objects are now single and no longer in groups. Now we can also use the pick tool to add color to objects. So to add color to any object, you simply select the object you wish to add color to. Then you go to the color palette and select any color you wish to add. So yeah, orange, yellow, magenta, green, and lastly let's give this blue. Now if you come down to the status bar, you would see that we have a rectangle on layer 1. That means a rectangle has been selected and it has fill and outline properties. Now the fill is the color we added to the object, and as you can see it has RGB properties, while the outline is the black border around the object. So if you notice, you would see that the object has a black border around it, and that is what is referred to as the outline. Now you can always adjust the fill color by double clicking on the fill icon, then go to color viewers. Now you can select any color you want. And you can also adjust the color properties. So if I click OK, you see we have a new color. Now we can also adjust the properties of the outline by double clicking on the outline icon, and here we can change the color of the outline. So if you wanted the outline to have a red color, as you can see the outline is red. We can also change the width of the outline. So if I was to make this 12, you will see that the red outline is more visible. You can also change the style of your outline. So if you wish to have dotted lines or dashed lines, you can always change that here. And let's select OK. You can always go up here to adjust the width of your outline. So if I select 2, you see that the outline is tinier. So if I were to select none, you see the outline has been removed. So if we were to go to the status bar, we see we have no outline. An alternative way to remove the outline from an object is by selecting the object. Then we go up here to this slant red line. Then you right click and select set outline color. And as you can see, the outline has been removed. So you select, then you right click, then set outline color. Similarly, to remove the fill of an object, you select the object, then right click here and set fill color. And as you can see, the fill of the object has been removed. And as you can see here, it shows none. An alternative way to remove the fill of an object is by selecting the object and simply left clicking. And this automatically removes the fill of the object. So guys, that will be all for this tutorial. In the next video, we'll be looking at more CorelDRAW tools. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.